Thanks, Robin. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian. I'm the operations coordinator and your first born featuring coming back to Rhode Island for his 16th appearance over the skies of the Quonset State Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for none other than Mr. Sean D. Tucker. The folks here running the Airshow had been unable to give Sean this window of opportunity to get out there and get exercise. He would have still taken off and flown to an area approximately 15 miles away where he would have still practiced his entire routine. Sean feels that that's what he needs to do in order to give you the best performance possible. Aircraft that you see Sean flying is known as the Oracle Challenger 3. This is the second season that this aircraft has been in service. It is a one-of-a-kind aircraft that was built specifically for Sean by our team. Essentially, we figured out what Sean's aircraft could no longer do. We've measured Sean, all of the throw from his arms, his legs, factored in his weight, and we built this aircraft around him. It's a one-of-a-kind machine. It weighs in at only 1,225 pounds. However, it is powered by a little more than 400 horsepower, making it, without question, the most high-performance aerobatic biplane in the world today. I would imagine we've got some RC modelers in the audience. Well, one particular interesting thing about this aircraft is the fact that the Oracle Challenger 3 was actually designed after the tail seen on the giant remote-controlled aircraft. That's why you can see Sean doing forward flips in this aircraft, backward flips in this airplane, and all the other stuff you're going to see him do later this afternoon, including this, the descending inverted flat turn. In addition to everything else, you're going to see Sean perform one of his many signature maneuvers. Ribbon cut. What we're going to do is get 12 brave volunteers from the Team Oracle Chalet. We are going to send them out onto the runway with 3 sets of aluminum poles. Each set of poles will be a ribbon. Those ribbons are going to be 20 feet above the ground, and they are spaced 700 feet apart. What Sean will do is fly underneath those ribbons, and then he will come back and attempt to slice all 3 of those ribbons in one single pass in 3 separate flight attitudes. Now coming down the show line, perform later this afternoon. Sean practices an average of 3 times a day while we are out on the Airshow road. Our Airshow season began in the middle of March in Riverside, California, and it will conclude in the middle of November in Jacksonville, Florida. In that time, this aircraft will accumulate more than 300 hours of flight time, with more than 25,000 miles as we make our way all across North America so that Sean can perform at approximately 19 events. And by the time this aircraft returns home to Salinas, California, in the middle of November, Sean will be along by more than 8 million Airshow fans. Once we conclude our Airshow season and get this aircraft home to California, it will actually be completely covered with, and also the fabric that covered the wings. That will all be removed. metal will be completely stripped of all the paint. We will rebuild the engine. We will rebuild the propeller. We will inspect the entire airframe. We will inspect all the wings, all the flight controls. The aircraft will then be recovered, remade. We will then around the 1st of March. Sean will spend 3 weeks flying 5 times a day to get himself ready for the 2012 air show season. It's the way we've always done it. Sean takes safety very seriously, and so for that reason alone is why we rebuild this aircraft once a year. One more time, the 9-inch pass. You'll see John follow today when he does that triple ribbon cut. And now I hear Sean as he calls the air boss to let him know that he is finished with his morning's flight. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think so far? It's a one-of-a-kind aircraft which we call the Oracle Challenger 3. Sean is actually on the schedule to fly 3 times today. So this aircraft is going to get back on the ground. Our team back at the hangar is going to service it and get it ready for Sean's 2nd flight. And then stand by because Sean is going to give you his full 15-minute power aerobatic routine later this afternoon. And real quickly, we'll try to reach Sean live in the cockpit if you're still with us. Sean D. He must have already switched back over to Air Boss, but ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for including that triple ribbon cut at 6:15 this afternoon. My name is Brian Norris. Thanks for coming out early. As you can see, the skies are clearing. An award-winning narrator, the best in the business, and he has the hardware to prove it. Former winner of the International Council of Air Shows Sword of Excellence, the highest honor given in the air show industry. And my good friend Rob Ryder has it hanging on his wall at home. I do. I've seen it. Rob, it is all yours, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Brian Norris. Let's hear it for Brian Norris. And of course, Sean D. Tucker. Look at it, holding it up there, turning it into what we call the Harrier pack. Slowing down, hanging it on that three-bladed Marshall propeller and the 400 horsepower motor. Give it up for Sean D. Tucker. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we get Sean D. on the ground, we are going to be going to another aerial performance, this time by another award winner. Now, I don't know how much you know about Sean D. Tucker, but he has won about every award you can win in the air show business, including being an inductee into the National Aviation Hall of Fame at the Smithsonian Institution. Now, in addition to that, we have more award winners at our show. Coming up next, a gentleman who just 2 years ago won the highest performer award in our industry, and that is Chuck Aaron. The award being the Art Scholl Memorial Showmanship Award. Art Scholl was an aerial performer and a movie stunt pilot who was involved with the movie Top Gun back in 1985, starring not Tom Cruise, not Anthony Edwards, not Val Kilmer, not Kelly McGillis, but the F-14 Tomcat. And he was killed during that filming of that movie. And Art Scholl's wife and the International Council of Air Shows set up an award in his name. And Sean D. Tucker has won it, as has our next performer.